Hello, my name is Paul Anderson. I'm the owner of Anderson Consultants, Inc. We have developed bricks, toy bricks, under the name Versatile Bricks, and these are certainly versatile, as I'll show you in this video. These bricks look somewhat like Lego bricks, and in fact have similar dimensions, which make them somewhat interchangeable. You may have questions regarding patents, because these do look a lot like Legos and have similar geometries. Patents worldwide are now good for 20 years from their initial start date, and that means that all patents for all products worldwide today that have patents from the 20th century are now expired, and anybody can use those older patents, and many companies do with regarding to Lego type products. Okay, thanks to the development of versatile bricks, there are actually two types of bricks now that could be made. I've made a number of prototypes that we'll see today, but the traditional bricks I consider fixed angle bricks. Fixed bricks, they have dimensions and pegs that allow you to stack them together at right angles or in linear fashion, but they do not allow for variable angle designs. Versatile bricks does allow variable angle design, and that means quite a bit, actually. We're going to see what that means today in the upcoming scenes. I started work on the versatile bricks in 2017 and came up with this basic design, which is fundamentally unchanged from 2017. So this illustrates a corner of a wall, and I often stack these right on top of each other for the things I do, but this is stacked much like you'd find in a Lego product where the bricks are overlapping, and in this case you can see they form very rigid structures. If I take off the reinforcing corners, we now have a structure that can be bent and rotated, and we can in fact have any angle, any versatile angle you want between this straight on. Of course, you can lock it in place when it's straight on with a Lego if you want, or back at 90 degrees. When at 90 degrees, you can also disassemble these, so it's a different type of feature, and yet they reassemble easily and convert from straight to flex. This white bricks on the right end show that by the addition of small pieces, we can convert the ends to look like standard square ends. Okay, this is a product that is not unlike what you might expect with Lego bricks. Of course, when you build those out of Lego bricks, they're staggered to give them strength than 2 layers deep. These taller bricks are exactly twice that height, and the height is necessary to develop a good type of connection between the ends of the bricks. This type of connection has a tapered pin in it, and it allows a flexure of that pin to actually develop what engineers call preload, where the blocks are held together end to end by the flexed element in the bricks. These are made with 90-degree corners and then straight pieces. So the difficulty here comes up, how do you actually put the last piece in, because they have to kind of plug together end to end. The way I've developed has one joint in it for any of these closed rings, and that allows elements to be brought in, and then there's enough flexure in the metal, in the plastic, to allow that joint, and it's really held tightly so it doesn't become loose. That is also used on other rings that we'll be getting into. At some point, if you make these small enough, there's not room to bend those together. So when you get down to truly small rings, you have to put in two joints and then hook those together. Now, you may be concerned that you're actually breaking these rings, but as you'll see, most of these rings are useful only when stacked together, and when stacked on another ring or other types I'll show you here, these become trapped and held together by the traditional studs and stud receptors on the bottom. Along with this, you can make a versatile brick ring out of what I call variable elements. These are a fixed rigid link. So this is the fixed angle, this is the variable angle. You can see you can get some looseness there. You can make that into a square with, I believe, well, I'm going to use just 2 of these corners to stabilize it. And then you can stack that on top of the other element. Okay, once on top, these can be removed if desired. So we've done a fixed angle here, and then the variable angle on top of that. We're going to go on to other things. This is another example of what you can do with the variable angle bricks. We have an octagon shown here, but you can easily convert that to another square. So maybe that should be obvious, but it is a capability to go from square to octagons, for instance, without much trouble. I have assembled here a polygon called a pentagon with 5 elements. You can easily take these versatile bricks, the variable angle versatile bricks, and make not only squares, 5 pentagons, octagons. You can make any size you want without special elements. These bricks, of course, come in different sizes or different lengths as compared to Lego bricks. If you look carefully, the Lego brick has what I call 6 pegs in this brick, 6 pegs, and the versatile brick only has 5 because of the geometry of this end of the brick. The number of pegs easily converts to the length of this brick, and so the bricks for both the Legos and the versatile bricks are the same length, but if you call that 6 pegs long, I also call this 6 pegs, although it's really only 5. I built these designs down between one link and about 12 links actually, but we're going to look at mostly intermediate links today. So there's possibilities to build different kinds of polygons, different sizes, different numbers of sides. We're going to concentrate further on in this work with octagons. So far we have this is a variable angle layer here. We have a fixed angle layer down here at the bottom. We're going to put another fixed angle traditional Lego layer right here. And that layer, I've put some plates on top that will become necessary for the layer beyond that. That next layer I'm going to put on is a different type of fixed angle system. Now, this system is still compatible with other bricks we have, but it no longer flexes 90 degrees. This is a more specialized system. The second type of brick we're looking at today that can be hooked together, and in this case it only flexes 45 degrees. At that time it forms a continuous wall structure and it is more easily stacked because it's a rigid system. So if things go right here, we're going to see if we can get this put together. have put on a cylinder on top of a square. So the reason to put these plates in the contact locations is to raise this portion high enough to clear the gray studs on the diagonals. So we're just picking up in the 4 locations that have been raised up to support this ring. So why did I do that? Okay. One reason you can do that is so that you can put on another layer at a rotated position. In this case, rotated 45 degrees. There. Okay, it's all down now. So we're going to, this is somewhat challenging to put together here on the prototypes, but basically shows that you can get a system that rotates 45 degrees from your basic lower system. So as shown earlier, we do have a cylindrical design, no gaps, that is a fixed angle design, but has a nice appearance to it. Okay, in addition to the cylindrical rings, which have vertical surfaces on the outside, we can also make those shaped. In this case, these are what I call convergent bricks. They converge together. As you go higher, you can go to different layers. These bricks are designed, in this case, we have 4 pegs at the bottom and we have 3 pegs at the top. So to make them converge, you have a smaller circumference at the top by removing exactly 1 peg in length. Okay, just for fun, we're going to, we could go directly to a part that comes back, upside down part, but we're going to go to a variable angle brick with to show their compatibility. And then we go to a inverted brick that I call diverging. They diverge to a larger diameter as you stack them up. And so we built a very unusual thing here, but there are more to go here. Okay, this is one other element with fixed angles. They only go together one way, no adjustability. They do have a gap, but they form nice. This is what I call a true octagon. They have sharp corners and can be put on another set such as that. So in looking at what we have here, we have the variable angle bricks that can be used for making variable angles, making larger or smaller octagons or squares or not triangles, but pentagons, 16-sided. And we have the fixed brick designs here, which are nice. They give you nice shapes, nice smooth joints. So why have both? One thing is that these variable bricks are more versatile. You can use different size bricks. You can have a set of these and make virtually anything out of them. These bricks, for instance, will not make hexagons or pentagons. You'd have to buy a whole nother set for each polygon size you want. You can make many different polygons with the variable angle bricks. So there are some trade-offs. So why go through all this to make some nonsensical structure here? I don't see that this really represents anything that you would normally see in normal life, but it does show the ability to to use bricks and to make different arrangements. All these bricks could have been inserted in a different stack. These bricks could have been put in to make it go out instead of in. By putting this one on top of here, you get a different shape cone and so forth. So these are very versatile in the way they can form polygons and stack up and so forth. Also integrating with existing sets of Lego bricks where desired or necessary. So basically the situation is that I've developed two patents, one for the earlier variable angle bricks, and then a second one when we developed these fixed angle bricks. The fixed angles are a little easier to locate because they don't wiggle around on you and so forth. So those two patents are still pending. One should be released rather soon. So I don't have any product for sale. I don't plan on having any product for sale. I plan on trying to work with other existing manufacturers of these types of bricks and work with them to get some kind of licensing agreement on my patents. I believe this is the first known existence of a design of toy bricks that works off of cylindrical geometry. The variable angle bricks allows for bends, and as you see here, this is best described by cylindrical geometry with a vertical axis, a radial distance in and out, and an angular location, as compared to things like most Lego bricks and so forth that have basically XYZ issues associated with the geometry. I've basically developed this stack to show how interchangeable these things can be. I believe that I've stumbled into, I'll say, the world's first example of using bricks with cylindrical geometry. This has a lot of possibilities, as you'll see on our website. Our website is versatilebricks.com, and it shows a number of different things. I'm sure there's a lot more out there that could be done. And so I am hopeful that in the future many brick companies will be able to expand on this design and go from there. It's something that's always been possible but never been discovered, in my opinion, until now. Parties interested in commercial applications for these should contact me directly. My email address is on the website, and I'd like to hear from you. Thank you.